Hi there, and today I'm opening a big bag of vintage minifigures. Now, I buy a lot of minifigures. Currently, Brickset, where I log all my collection, says I own 5,191 minifigures. But I did realise that I only ever put minifigures on my YouTube channel when I've bought a set of collectible minifigures. So I've just placed this big order on Bricklink. There should be 17 minifigures in here, all from the 80s and the 90s. And I thought I'd open it up and show you what I've got. Now they're all packaged up in one big bag, so we'll get them out one by one and have a look at them. So first up we have a pirate from 1995. This guy was only in one set, which was 6279 Skull Island, and I haven't got him, so there's our first of our pirates. Let's straighten his hands out and pop him on our stand. Next, also from the Pirates theme, we've got this guy who's an Imperial Soldier. He came in quite a few sets, he came in 7 sets, but I don't have too many of the Imperial Soldiers in either the red or the blue, so I need to build up my collection. I have quite a lot of pirates, but not many of these guys. So here he is, Imperial Soldier. Most of the blue coats had the same torso, we just differed in hats and legs and other accessories. So there he goes, Imperial Soldier. Sticking with the Imperial Guards, I've got another one here. So he's got the same torso as the previous guard, but a different head, different shoulder element, different hat. He's got a bicorn hat on, as you can see here, and I believe down here, yes I have, I've got another one with the tricorn on. So again, same torso, in fact same everything apart from the hat. And this guy, along with the previous one, this one, I bought to complete a set 6251, which was a set of pirates and Imperial officers, and I didn't have these two guys from that set, so I've bought those two to complete that set. So there we have our 3 Imperial Guards, and I didn't mention that this guy has a brown backpack on. So sticking with the Pirates theme, we've got another Imperial Guard here, only he's changed his uniform from blue to red, so we've got the red uniform here. Very similar minifigure to the previous one. No minifigures from this era had back printing at all. He's from 1992, so long before back printing was a thing, but another Imperial officer for my set. Also in this set I ordered 3 swords, so 3 of my pirates can have their original weapon. One of the other one needs a rifle, but I've got 3 swords to add to them. Just realised I didn't tell you when all these guys were from. The first pirate was from 1995, the 3 blue coats were from 1989, and our red coat on the end was 1992. Our last 2 pirates before we move on, now they're dressed the same and they've got the same face, same hat, but just in different colours. This guy's from 1989 with the grey legs and the black hat, and this guy's from 1992 with the black legs and the brown hat. So they're virtually identical apart from their leg colours and hat colours, but there's our last 2 pirates before we move on to the next theme. There's also a parrot in this set, and that also helps to complete my set 6252, which is called Sea Mates, which the other 2 Imperial officers are for, so he can go and sit up with his Imperial officer friends. First up from Classic Town, this guy is from one set which was called Patriot Jet, set 6331. He's got a great red jacket with stars on it, a blue visor, so he's a pilot with his cool sunglasses. Again, no back print. He's from 1996, so we're not into back printing yet, but our first one from Classic Town. Another racing driver from Classic Town, this time he's an Octan Racing team member. You can see the Octan logo on his chest there, and number 1, Team 1 Racing, stripy helmet, and again another blue clear visor, same face as before. We didn't have much choice of faces back then. This was from 1996 as well, so another Classic Town Racing driver. And last of our Classic Town racers, he's got a more plain torso with the zip going diagonally across. Again, black helmet, blue visor, classic smiley face, and he was only in one set. He was in set 6528, which was called Sandstorm Racer, so another Classic Town racer. So still from our Classic Town theme, although he's got a racing helmet on, this guy was from a really tiny little set, which was set 1740 Kayak. It was tiny, just him and a small brick built kayak. Still Classic Town though, it's from 1994. He's got, let's see what his torso looks like. I believe he's just got pockets on it. Yeah, so just green torso with pockets. He's got his original life jacket, which they've updated many times since then. Cool sunglasses, a lot of stubble, and then our classic town racing helmet with blue visor. This guy's got the same torso as the last guy, and in fact the same face as well, but no life jacket, no helmet, just a cap. He was in 4 sets from Classic Town in 1994, 2 of which were the City Airport and the Century Skyway Airport, so I believe he was just a worker or a passenger in that set. Nothing particularly special, but I didn't have him, so another one to add to the list. Next up, we've got this Firefighter. Now, he looks Classic Town, but he wasn't. He was actually from a sub-theme called Town Junior, and he was in a little set called Blaze Brigade. But he's got the cool Firefighter grey uniform, black helmet with blue visor, as many of the others we've just seen. But that classic smiley face, but with the moustache on it. To go with our Firefighter, we've got our Policeman here. He came in 2 sets in town. One of those was a police station, and the other one was the search and rescue helicopter. So he's, again, classic smiley face with sunglasses, white peak cap. You can tell it's an original one because the peak is a lot longer than the modern caps we get today. So we've got a Policeman to go with our Firefighter. Just 3 more to go, and a small roof piece. Now this completes a set I've been trying to get hold of, which was 7566, which was just called Farmer, and it was a farmer, a pig, and a small dog, and a well, and this was the roof for the well. I didn't have one, so I've got one of those. Nearly at the end, here we have an ice cream vendor, again with our original long-peaked cap. He came in a teeny tiny set which was just called Ice Cream Vendor, set 6601. He pushed an ice cream cart from Classic Town in 1985. So I've got lots of these guys as chefs and cooks, but not as an ice cream vendor. So there he is. Now I'm leaving my favourite one to last, but next to last we have this guy from the year 2000, which was from the race sub-theme of the Town series, and he came in 2 little sets which were both race buggies. He's got this cool logo on his top, a very bizarre looking visor, but he was from the race sub-theme of Town, and he's just a race driver. So leaving my favourite till last, this is one of the wolf people from the Wolfpack sub-theme of Classic Castle. Wolfpack, although it was a sub-theme, it only actually had 3 different minifigures in the theme. This is one of them. I don't have any of them, so hopefully I'll get the other 2. He's got his wolf on his torso there, old grey legs with the black hips there. He's got a red little plastic cape on his back and a sort of brown hood, cloth hood there, made out of plastic obviously, but meant to be take on the look of cloth. So there's my first ever Wolfpack person. So there's my little minifigure haul. If Brickset said I had 5,191 minifigures before I opened it up, plus E17, that means I'm now on 5,208. So I'll add these to my collection. Is there any particular favourites of yours there? Let me know in the comments. Do you like vintage minifigures, or do you prefer the more modern minifigures with more elaborate printing on the legs, the arms and the back of the torsos? Let me know what you think. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and do always subscribe for more LEGO videos.